There you go. Hi, hello everyone. This is Ronnie from the UK Fruit Fest, and today we've got another exclusive interview with one of our special guests this year, and that's Yulia Tarbath, and she is part of the YouTube channel and website Rawesome Healthy, and they've been promoting a healthier diet, healthier lifestyle through raw vegan and a vegan diet as well for I think at least the last 7 or 8 years now, and I've been very successful at doing that. And I personally met Paul and Yulia, I think at the 2012 Woodstock Fruit Festival, so that's nearly 7 years ago, 6 years ago now. And I've met up with them in Denmark, in Slovenia, in fruit festivals all around the world, in Thailand, and they've got a great story to tell. And Yulia's been all over the world and knows a lot about this lifestyle and has a lot to share. So Yulia, is there anything else you want to mention as an introduction to yourself?
Hi Ronnie, it's just so exciting to be connecting to you and to be talking to everyone here and really, again, promoting the festival and the fruit-based lifestyle. And it's a joy to be here. So Paul and I both certified holistic nutritionists and lifestyle coaches. We've been following the primarily raw lifestyle ourselves for 9 years and fruit-based, and we've got a daughter who's growing up on this lifestyle, and it's just such a joy.
Fantastic. Can I ask you, how did you start making the changes towards the lifestyle you're on now? What was it that made you make those changes?
So it was both for health reasons and also spiritual growth reasons. I was at a point in my life where I tried every single diet out there. I've tried the low carb, and I've tried gluten-free and yeast-free and anti-Candida and Ayurveda and all kinds of diets and supplements and herbs, and my health was still falling apart. My adrenals were still so weak that I struggled to get out of bed on most days, and I had hormonal imbalances and fertility problems and PCOS, and I felt depressed because I just felt so low in energy all the time, and a lot of health issues that I suffered with at the time. So I knew that I needed to keep on going, and I really had faith in nature that I could restore my health naturally. So whenever something wouldn't work, I would understand, okay, so I need to try a better and a different system. So eventually I came across the raw foods lifestyle, and specifically the 80-10-10 lifestyle. Thankfully, right from the start, I was introduced to the right kind of raw diet. So that was back in 2009, and I just made a rapid switch to it. I had nothing to lose. I absolutely craved fruits after restricting my sugar and being on a low sugar diet for so long. And it was just the best thing ever. And things started happening really fast with digestive discomfort and Candida. The symptoms were clear after about 3 days, and I had so much more energy and vibrancy, and I really felt that my health was restoring, and things just kept progressing from there. And then eventually Paul and I started doing sports, and we moved into endurance sports, and we were able to complete a marathon. And that's, someone who couldn't get out of bed all day in the past. And then we completed the triathlon. I balanced my PCOS naturally. I reversed my fertility issues. I reversed Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is an autoimmune disease where your body attacks its own thyroids. And of course, got fertile, gave birth to our daughter. And it's been a big transformation for Paul as well, with his headaches and colds and flus that he used to experience. And it's been really a magical switch for not just us as individuals, but also us as a couple.
That's amazing. I mean, I've heard parts of your story before, but just from going through it again makes me remember what a big change it has been. I want to actually ask about Candida in a little second, but firstly, I want to ask, as a couple, sometimes people find it hard. One of the members of the couple is more inspired than the other one, but you guys seem to have kind of done it together. did you both find out about it at the same time? Did one of you take the lead, or how did it work as a couple?
Yeah, so it was me who came across it first. And then I said to Paul about it, and he thought it was weird, but I mean, he didn't like fruit in the past, and he would always bring his fruit back from work. And I would say, you've got to eat your fruit. But he would just, eat his regular food. And I remember him saying, I don't know how I can eat so many bananas because I don't even like bananas that much. And within literally just a few days after switching to this lifestyle, he was thinking differently, and he was having 10 bananas and 15 bananas and 20 bananas in one day, and really eating a lot of other fruits and veggies and feeling different as well. So I think it was putting it into practice and seeing the results. Plus, also, Paul is very scientific in his approach. He wants to see the proof for it as well, and it needs to make sense for Paul on a mental, more intellectual level. So, and all the science proves that this is the best lifestyle for us, and this is how we always lived in the past. So, there is just not a single reason not to eat this way.
Right, absolutely. And you mentioned Candida as well. I just wanted to touch on that quickly, because some people have said to me, I'd like to do raw vegan diet or whatever, but I can't handle fruit. I've got Candida, so I can't eat fruit. What's your reaction to that, or what's your sort of feedback to someone that's worried about eating fruit for Candida?
Yeah, so Candida, it's a complex subject, but it really is working on restoring your gut. And some people may not be able to eat as much fruit in the beginning, but they will need to drop their fat and keep their fat percentage low. And they will need to do a lot of work restoring their gut health, because Candida is quite often, for some people, it is just about lowering their fat intake and having lots of fruit and lots of greens. But other people have so many gut imbalances in our world. And this is why we have a lot of autoimmune disease and other hormonal imbalances that people experience, that they will need to really focus on rebalancing their gut. And if they're, I don't know if you can hear all the screaming, they're having a lot of fun downstairs. So yes, so it is to do with restoring your gut. And of course, this is still the best lifestyle for helping your gut, because certain foods, so for example, foods like bananas and dandelion greens and asparagus contain prebiotics, and prebiotics are necessary for us to help to build healthy gut bacteria. Sorry, a daughter just walked in. and this is so, and also this lifestyle, if people have Candida or pathogens, it's very important to keep our liver clean and healthy. And again, it helps us cleanse the liver. But it's not to say that fruit alone will help people with all their gut issues. So there could be other things that they can be missing on. But yeah, this is still the best lifestyle, but just some other tweaks and changes may need to be made as well.
Excellent. No, that's some good information. I think that will help a lot of people. And something I've always thought is that people that come to this lifestyle, they often, it doesn't just make them healthier, but it makes them sort of change their opinion on what they want to do with their life and everything else. And I think you guys have had quite a big change in terms of how you worked and how you lived before to how you live now. Could you maybe let us know a little bit about, the changes you went through and how that all happened?
Yes, and I'm glad you said that it's a lifestyle. And I so agree, Ronnie, that it is a lifestyle. It's not just a diet, and it really changes you. It helps you to become so attuned to your true self that it just becomes obvious that if you want to make different changes, and if you want to live differently, then you just got to make the steps towards it. So we were at the time, Paul had his corporate job, and I still had my part-time corporate job. It's just because of the health issues I had to kind of drop my hours. And we just realized after switching to this lifestyle that we want to live a very different life. First, we wanted to, because of all the fruits that we were now enjoying, we thought that actually it would be great for us to be in the tropics and to change our lives and to really live in a sunny climate, which is something that we've been dreaming about for a long time, because England gets very cold and wet during the winter. And it's just, we really fancied change. And I really wanted to explore the world. We wanted to explore different eco communities and some alternative places around the world, which we did. And so off we went. And our intention was to settle and to actually buy land and to build a house and live an ethical, ecological life. But we still haven't settled. It didn't quite work out that way. So it's been 9 years on, and it's still, we still haven't fully settled. But it's just an interesting. It's very interesting to travel, to explore, to learn from other cultures, to let yourself experience what you've been wanting to experience. And of course, these days there are so many opportunities to make a living online, which allows you to travel and live anywhere. And especially what happens for a lot of people is that when they heal their bodies, they heal their serious health challenges, they can not be quiet about it. They just naturally want to talk about it, and they feel compassionate towards animals, and they feel that, I can really change the world by spreading this message. So it's natural then for people to start to want to talk about it. And this is why we have so many different YouTube channels that are promoting veganism and raw foodism. So then it gives you an opportunity to start first helping other people, second, to live in alignment with your soul and with your true passion in life, and third, to be able to make a living and sustain yourself from anywhere you want to be in the world.
Absolutely. And can you kind of tell us what would be your advice for beginners? So people that are starting out, that have maybe found this for the first time and they're looking to transition to your kind of lifestyle, what would be your recommendation towards them?
That's a very good question. Looking back, it's very easy to make mistakes on this lifestyle, and it's very easy to miss out on things and not experience the health results that people want to experience, because they come into this lifestyle usually because of health challenges. I mean, quite often it's both health and ethical reasons. So for some people it's just ethical reasons, but most of the time people are searching. They are in pain. They have certain health issues that are just not going away, and they search and they're open. And then they come across this lifestyle. So it really is focusing on doing it the right way. And my personal recommendation would be to have a coach, experienced coach who would help you and help you avoid all the mistakes. Because, I mean, obviously it is important to make sure that you're eating high fruit and low fat, 80-10-10. Some people are okay with a little bit more fat. Some people are better with less fat. But it's also very important to apply this lifestyle to your personal health situation. So, for example, if you've got gut imbalances, then you'll need to make special tweaks to help you heal the gut. If you've got autoimmune disease, then again, there are special tweaks and changes with certain foods that you might not even be able to eat in the beginning, like corn and nightshades, for instance, and again, doing a lot of work on your gut repair. And if someone's got type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, then they won't be able to have dried fruit and fats in the beginning for a period of time. And again, then it will be important for them to restore the health of their liver. So it's important to see it as a big change. And it is important to also come to places like the UK Fruit Festival, where you can connect to experts and to people who have been doing this lifestyle for a long time, who have helped a lot of people around the world. So it's such a wonderful opportunity to learn and to immerse yourself in this environment.
Well, that's, as I was saying at the start, I mean, I remember you guys from the Woodstock Fruit Festival in the past. I remember the Slovenian Festival very, very well, and you were there as well. And you've been at the UK Fruit Fest. I'm sure you've been to other events as well. what have been the kind of highlights for you? What's been the impact that these events have had on you?
It's definitely joy. It's just sharing that joy, that abundance, that faith that people have, and that celebration for fruit. And really just the learning environment, the loving environment that you get to experience at these events. And the UK Fruit Festival, we've been going there for a few years and presenting and attending, and it just charges you. You go away, you've connected to so many people of like minds, and it really helps you in many ways. And even for us as long-term raw foodists, it's such a beautiful, pure environment where no one is going to challenge you for following this lifestyle, where you really just feel you can, open yourself up to connect to other people. And it's a very healing event as well.
That's really nice to hear. Thanks a lot, Yulia. We certainly love having you back, and we're glad that you're coming again, and hope that you can keep on coming in the future. One thing I was going to ask, you have mentioned that you've lived in a lot of different places. Maybe you could give us, because some people are probably very curious, what would be your sort of most recommended places? What are the positives and the negatives of some of these places? Could you go over some of your experiences?
Yeah, sure. So we really loved Australia personally. We stayed in Cairns for 6 months, and this is where our daughter was born. So we went to Australia, and that's an abundant place for fruit, and it's also English speaking, if you're English speaking, and it's a very diverse, beautiful country that is not that populated actually for the size of the country. We actually do like England in the summer, and being in Europe in the summer is great because you have just a beautiful abundance of summer fruits. Asia, tropics are great in the winter. So Thailand's good, really good abundance, a lot of fruits. And the downsides with Asia is that you also get a lot of pollution, a lot of people, and hygiene standards are not very good. So you've got to watch your gut and your health there. So there are certainly pluses and minuses anywhere you live. I mean, I think we've visited about 28, if not about 30 countries over the years, and we've lived in a lot of places as well. So every place will have its pluses and minuses. But if you really want to just get away and eat abundant, amazing fruit in the winter and have it warm and comfortable, then places like Thailand are great, and Bali, and Australia is amazing, and South America we've also been to. That was abundant with regards to fruit as well. So yes, it's the world's your banana when when you're open to exploring and learning.
Excellent. And you were mentioning about coaching. I believe that you offer coaching yourself, and have you had a lot of good feedback from that?
Wow, yes, that's it's one of the reasons why we've been doing it for 6 years and we're still doing it. It's just that level of transformation that you see amongst the clients, amongst people, and it's that new life, that new body that they step into, and how they say yes to themselves, because obviously it is a different lifestyle. And people do need to change their eating habits, their living habits, and really they need to change themselves on the inside out, and they need to change the way they think about things, and they really need to focus on healing and restoration. So that change that happens in people is most incredible, really. And our clients dropped 40, 50 pounds on this lifestyle and reversed type 2 diabetes and got off their meds and overcame chronic health challenges that just doctors could not help them with, and became fertile and gave birth to beautiful, healthy children. So it's the opportunities there, and you really got to open to it. And the thing is, you don't even need to have experience with it. You don't even need, that level of fear and resistance that people have in the beginning is natural. So everyone experiences it, because when we're about to do something new, it's always something that we will always have a certain level of fear and insecurity. But whether or not to be limited by it or to do it despite of it is something that is up to us. And whether or not we choose to say, okay, healing. I want healing. I want this outcome, and I want to help the planet and the environment, and this is what I want to do. And if this is what it takes for me to get there, then I'm willing to do it. Or to back out and to say, oh no, well, it's too difficult, it's too complicated, I'm never going to do it, people will judge me, I won't be able to go out, because all these things you can solve along the way. So it really is that opportunity to be reborn, and whether or not people will want to accept it and go with it is always individual choice.
Fantastic. Yeah, I always think that I never really got coaching, but I went to a lot of events. And I always think I would have probably got it a lot quicker. I would have probably learned a lot quicker if I'd got coaching. And I think there wasn't so much coaching at that time available. So I definitely recommend people, as Yulia is saying, if you can get a good coach, or if Yulia is the person for you, then definitely go for it, because it will make a big impact for you a lot quicker than just trying to work it all out yourself. You share a lot about this lifestyle online. I'm not sure if you started on YouTube, but you definitely have a successful YouTube channel. I imagine that you're sharing information now on Facebook and Instagram and other places. What are you focusing on now? Where do you feel that you're able to share to the most people at the moment?
Yes, we started off with YouTube, and we've got our website, rawesomehealthy.com, so you're welcome to check it out. And YouTube's always been that platform that's I just feel so aligned with, so connected with. I love video. I love connecting to people this way, and I love helping people change themselves and restore their health naturally. So it's still the platform that we focus on, and we also do Facebook Lives. We do some Instagram. We started it later on in life, but for many years we just focused on Facebook and YouTube, and we've also got our blog and our website with hundreds of different articles and videos. So it's all there to help people change.
Excellent. And as you're saying, if people want to hear more about what you're doing, I imagine you might have some free information or an email newsletter at RawesomeHealthy.com. I'm assuming it's at Rawesome Healthy on Instagram, is it?
Right. Yeah. So it's Rawesome Healthy. It's an awesome with an R, Rawesome Healthy, and it's across all the platforms, all the social media platforms. So it's the same on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, and RawesomeHealthy.com is our website.
That's excellent. Well, Yulia and Paul and Eleni, their daughters, are going to be at the UK Fruit Fest this year. It takes place from the 25th to the 29th of July. And that's at the Croft Farm Water Park in Gloucestershire. And there's still some spaces left, although we are becoming very limited for beds, but you will be able to still stay off-site. And Paul and Yulia are both going to be giving presentations, and they're also going to be part of our extra special day, which is an extra day in which we're going to have people talking about leadership, about promoting yourself, about building a following, and all these kind of things, about creating the lifestyle that Yulia and Paul exhibit and enjoy and thrive on. So if you are interested in coming, and Yulia and Paul are the people you want to support the most and the people that you're most interested in, then there is a discount code, Rawesome Healthy, and that will give you 10% off. And if you use that anytime up to the festival, you'll get 10% off your entire order, whether it's just you or you and a friend or your whole family going. So look forward to having you there. Yulia, is there anything you would like to share before we finish up this interview?
Yes, totally. We absolutely look forward to seeing you at the event. I know that it's going to be a game changer in your life, and if you're really serious about restoring your health and reversing chronic health issues and really creating a different future for yourself, where you have a different second half of your life, and where you're able to enjoy the life in a high energy, beautiful, healthy body, and also make impact in this world. And this is not the event to miss out on, because you will love every single moment of it. The venue itself is great, the nature around, the people, the food. You will have amazing memories after this event for a long time. So yes, we really look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you so much, Yulia. We'll see you there. And if you want to hear more from Yulia and Paul, then Rawesome Healthy, check it out online, YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere else. Thanks, Yulia, and we'll see you in the next video. If you're seeing this on YouTube, then please subscribe below. If you're seeing this on the UK Fruit Fest website, feel free to pick up our free recipe book, and you can go also and register right now with the code Rawsome Healthy, and you'll get 10% off. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now.
Thanks, Ronnie. Bye, everyone.